Hey y'all, how you doing? Hello. I'm so happy to be back with you and to come on here and just wish you a beautiful wrap up to 2023 and help get you on your way into 2024. I wanted to come back on and do the 2024 year ahead spreads as a thank you, really, to all of you who are being so beautifully patient with me on my journey as I, go away in my cocoon and, and transform what the next chapter of me and YouTube really looks like. I will be coming back in 2024. This is the beginning of that. It will be in a new way. I'll be discussing a lot of topics and sort of topical videos, maybe with some readings thrown in as requested. But my purpose and my desire in 2024 is to help, to serve you, to talk about the things that I feel will be of the most help in terms of a growth perspective, in terms of a healing perspective. And again, these readings that we're going to be looking at for 2024 is me saying just thank you so much. So many of you message me and leave comments on older videos saying, we miss you, hoping you're well. And I just appreciate it so much. That love and reaching out to me is the reason that I was inspired to do this surprise round of 2024 year ahead videos. I just, the love is real. The love I have for you is real. And I think about you guys. I appreciate you. I'm so excited to be back with you so soon. And I have some really exciting things coming up in 2024. And I want to bring you guys on that journey with me. And so, a lot to look forward to, a lot to discuss. There's been a lot going on for me in the past year, a lot that I've realized and been inspired around. And I'm just really excited to share those things with you, my tribe, my people, my crow spirits. I just so appreciate each and every one of you for watching this, for staying in the journey with me. All of you who subscribe to my newsletter, I just appreciate it so much. That's where the most up-to-date news for me really lies. And so definitely sign up for the newsletter if you want, really up-to-date crow realness. And yeah, this is my love letter to you. This is my thank you to you. So with that being said, here are your 2024 year ahead videos. And thank you guys again. And most of all, and as always, and for old time's sake, thank you for being you. And be well until next year. Hey Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your 2024 year ahead here. So in your meditation, very fascinating, I saw a bee. And this bee went and landed on an elephant, which when elephant came up as your animal, I thought, okay, wonderful, beautiful energy. This bee landed on an elephant and the elephant kind of tried to swat it away. And then the bee kept flying and I saw the bee sort of was looking for a place to land. And then I saw that the longer that it searched, it grew and grew and grew until it was like a bee that was the size of an elephant, if you can imagine such a thing, landing in a field. And then I looked outward and saw all these other elephant-sized bees. So it was like it had found its place. This bee had found its home, had found its community. And then I saw the words, be present, be yourself, and then be open. So, it's interesting because bee energy is Three of Pentacles energy in the tarot, right? Which is about the work that you do. It's the master artisan key. It's about what do you do better than anybody else and in your own unique way. There's really something about that, but I feel like it's also tied to the community that you're in or the community that you're meant to be a part of, because bees are about communal living, communal ties, and communal, goals. There's also, I saw this like image of honey, right? It's like the honey that you provide is sweet, so value it accordingly. your animal for this year is the elephant, which is Virgo energy. So it is fire and earth here, but you have Virgo twice because you also have the hermit in your place of victory, right? So this is beautiful because elephant energy is the remover of obstacles, right? It's Ganesh. It's just says like everything that is blocking or hindering your path will be removed for you. This is such a powerful energy to have overseeing your year. And then along with that, you have the Mapmaker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. 24, number 24, 4 plus 2 is 6, also relates to your outcome of these 6 of Pentacles here with Temperance, the camel. This is beautiful. The Mapmaker of destiny says, where you go and what you choose is up to you, but there is a line of potential available to you should you choose to turn your destiny into fate, right? Or turn your fate into destiny, whichever way that goes. It's really a matter of when we come into this life, it's all a blueprint that there's certain markers that we hit, but it's really about our choices, right? So I really feel like for you this year, you're going to have some choices to make. And I feel like if you choose from a place of not settling for less and really going with what feels right for you in terms of finding your people, finding your place, finding whatever fits you the best, you're going to land somewhere where you're truly appreciated. And what you produce as a result, i.e. honey, is just going to be of such value and received so well. It's really, really beautiful, Cancer. So within your place of challenge, you have 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is really fascinating, but it's also not that surprising knowing what I know of Cancers. Now, you guys are ruled by the moon and you have the full moon here. And 10 of Pentacles is about not just happy home and family, but happy home and ancestry, right? It's about thinking about the generations that are going to come after you, about thinking about what you inherited from previous generations. It's really about setting down your roots into a home space or in a feeling or a work environment where you feel like this is where you belong and this is you for the long term. But I'm feeling like the reason this is in your place of challenge is because when we get really comfortable, especially Cancerians, you are the sign of the home and the hearth. So sometimes we can get a little too comfortable, right? And it can keep us from going outside of that comfort zone, challenging ourselves and manifesting our true purpose in bigger, better, and the highest potential aspects of ourselves, right? How this can manifest sometimes is we're comfortable, we're safe, we don't go against the status quo, and then years go by and you look back and you go, I might have a few regrets. I wonder why I didn't take more risks. I wonder why I didn't challenge myself more. I wonder why I didn't do more things that scared me, right? So I feel like that's coming up in your place of challenges. I feel like there are going to be some choices to make this year that might take you far away from home or might challenge you in some ways that are the opposite of this feeling like what you know and where you feel comfortable, right? But I feel like I'm seeing that quote. I think the source is unknown, but it's one does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. And I feel like for you, there's something in that, which leads me to your advice, the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is my key that comes up whenever someone is moving or being called to move, right? This elephant is coming full speed ahead, right? This is about forward movement, not being still. So it's really interesting that it's coming up in this position along with the snail as well. I feel like you're being called to really edit out and let down any part of your load or experience that you don't need to carry anymore, that you've outgrown. You're being called to shift into something else, right? 10 and 10. Now, that doesn't necessarily, and 9 with the hermit. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're changing up your life completely and leaving your home situation. It's not so dramatic, right? Not at all. These are minors, no worries. But there is a sense of, perhaps there's a sense of complacency that will be challenged this year. And be brave, have courage, be a page of wands, and choose to believe that if something scares you, maybe that's worth not avoiding, but looking at more directly, because you don't want to have regrets. The scariest thing in the world, right, in terms of our life cycles is regret, right? So your victory is that of the hermit. Now, this is really interesting because, the hermit
also relates to, I feel like whenever I do Cancerian readings, Virgo energy comes up. Like whenever I do Virgo readings, Cancerian energy, there's just the earth and water really support each other quite well. You know, the Hermit is about asking the questions and gleaning that clarity, but it's also about, interestingly enough, being in your own energy long enough to differentiate yourself from the group, from the crowd, from the hive mentality, and go your own way, right? This could be an aspect of individuation that's coming through for you in a victory, where you're really looking inside of yourself and considering yourself, maybe even back to your challenge of 10 of Pentacles, outside of your family unit or outside of your group or outside of your community in a way that supports your growth and excites you in some way, right? If something excites you and scares you a little bit, don't run away from it. Look at it at least. Consider it, right? Get curious about it. Like that bee trying to find your place, and then you land somewhere where it's like, oh my Lord. If I had just stayed on that elephant's back while it was swatting me to get off and just kept changing locations, but I was comfortable on the elephant, I never would have grown to the biggest size that I could be and land in a place with all these like-minded people, right? Something about that. But it is a growth year for you. Your outcome here is 6 of fungi or 6 of pentacles, and the camel, which is temperance energy, which is about balance, patience, harmony, and divine timing. So it's really fascinating with the 6 of pentacles here. This is about give and take. This is about reciprocity. This is about relationships that are incredibly beneficial and feel really, really good for you, right? So it's interesting that with the camel, because camel energy, camel medicine, is really about trusting that you're always going to have what you need. It's an abundance mindset situation, right? Camels just can go and go and go without water, and they're okay. They trust that water's going to show up, and then they'll get some and they'll be fine again. So it's a really beautiful medicine to counteract any fear or anxiety or nerves that new opportunities or shifts might arise in you this year. But I do feel like with the luck of the elephant on your side and the Mapmaker of destiny here, that you are really being called to allow yourself to try new things and not run away from challenges. That feels incredibly important, Cancers. You know, I am feeling called to read the Mapmaker of Destiny, little part of it. So Mapmaker of Destiny, when the Mapmaker of Destiny appears, it's a sign you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you're meant to visit, places where you will be challenged to evolve into the highest aspects of the self, like that elephant-sized bee. Remember that you're a spark of the divine come to earth to experience itself in human form. As such, your path is unique. Back to that individuation. It's also somewhat preordained, and fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen and that you can't change. But fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience, so free will and choice are possible at certain points on your map. Now is one of those times. You're faced with a relationship or circumstance brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate, come to heal your heart and be your companion. Perhaps your challenger makes you face the things within you that you must change in order for you to express your highest good. Maybe fate brings you an ally in the form of a wonderful new project, or a challenger in the form of a failed business. But no matter which form they take, all are perfect expressions of fate inviting you to your destiny. Pay attention as your map unfolds now, and remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage your journey. Hallelujah, amen. That is really, I never read that, but I really felt called to read that, Cancer. I feel like that says it so beautifully and so perfectly, and I feel like you were aligned for great change and really embodying the highest aspect of yourself this year, and that just feels so transformative and so beautiful. If you find yourself at points this year feeling a bit lost or a bit stuck, or like you have a feeling you can't put your finger on, be the hermit. Go into meditation, separate yourself from your daily ins and outs, and there you as a Cancer can just direct so keenly to your intuition and that moon aspect of yourself. You've got 3 moons here, right? That really will show you the way. So with that being said, Cancer, I'm wishing you a happy and blessed 2024. Thank you so much for being here. It's been such a joy to be back with you guys. And as always, most of all, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.